Hello everyone, I am back again with the forgiveness journey, the law of forgiveness. Tap into the positive power of forgiveness and attract good things to your life. So, I am mentioning over here again some sort of case studies which will help you to understand that how forgiveness really helps. So, here is the lady called Jenny. Jenny had been having trouble establishing a meaningful romantic relationship. She also felt she was working in a dead-end job. Her troubles had begun after she had been terribly hurt by an ex-boyfriend who she had not seen or heard from almost 11 years. Jenny said the forgiveness affirmation, and the very next day, her ex-boyfriend saw Jenny driving near her house. He followed her home, got out of his car, and said, "I wanted to apologize to you for years for the terrible way I treated you in our relationship. I saw you driving by, and for some reason, just felt a strong urge to stop and tell you this. I don't expect anything in return. I just wanted you to know." Jenny was absolutely shocked by the quick manifestation, but now feels she is on the mend and is actively looking for a new love for her life. So this is Jenny's story, where from last 11 years she was stuck for the relationship, for the abusive relationship, and when the ex-boyfriend came after practicing forgiveness by Jenny, and it turned into all another story. So Jenny is now starting to looking for new love, and surely she is able to get that. So this is the Jen story, and there are many stories like Jenny. I would like to mention the story of Rhoda, who is also have some trouble in her life. Rhoda was definitely be described as go-getter and self-starter. She is a powerful woman who has begun several successful business over years. When she talked about her husband, her anger was palpable. Her face flushed red, her teeth clenched, and her jaw tightened. She said that her husband had made some bad money decisions and was not holding up his end of the marriage in assisting her with their new home and business. She felt her business was suffering as a result with decreased profits. After Rhoda started the affirmation of forgiveness and released her anger toward her husband, her business sales increased by 30% in 1 month. Things seemed better until her husband lost a significant amount of money and in a bad business deal. Rhoda's anger flayed away, and she was surprised that her increased resentment toward her husband corrected and is corresponded with a drop in a business. Rhoda was going to write this off as coincidence, but decided to try the law of forgiveness again. No sooner did she forgive her husband again than her business took a turn for the better. Many people compartmentalize their lives, thinking their business and personal relationship are separate. It is quite surprising how happily an increase in success of a business happens after participants use the forgiveness technique in their relationships. So between the husband and wife, also personal life relationship can make amazingly effective on the relationship of the business as well. When you forgive the personal life resentment and anger, you automatically can shine in your business as well. This is the story of Rhoda actually. And now I will mention you the story of Catherine. By the time I met Catherine, her parents and most of other family members had already died. Catherine had been so negatively affected by her childhood that it took her an entire year to fully work through the forgiveness for her parents and family. Her business had become completely stagnant and she was in deep debt. She stood and walked with her shoulders stumbled over, looking at her feet all the time. Catherine had a dark childhood. She grew up in Manhattan as part of her family that had been great wealth for generations, stemming back to England. Her ancient family crest rates peace through war. This was not exactly a crowd actively seeking a tranquil lifestyle. Mostly raised by a nanny, Catherine had alcoholic parents who constantly fought, ignored, and their childhood and shooed over wealthy relatives as a pastime and hobby. Catherine was able to forgive after a long time. An immediate change took place. Her business improved, and she felt as if a ton of pressure had been lifted off from her shoulders, and automatically her posture straightened, and she no longer looked at her feet when she walked. Her business improved dramatically and then she ever imagined. In addition, and perhaps more important, her life's purpose has become clear. So, many participants and readers have been surprised by how easy and effortless the forgiveness process is. So, when we work actually on forgiveness, it is very easy to forgive. From the childhood memories also, you can free yourself and you can make a beautiful life. But the story of Catherine is the example of that. And most were frustrated and disillusioned because after years of trying everything, people are stuck themselves. But when they started to practicing the forgiveness, it becomes amazing. So Jamie was another person. Jamie was those disillusioned person who had tried years without success to receive child support payments. Jamie had done the law of attraction and many things, but she had when she had done the forgiveness, she started to attract more money, and really she had desired that she got much. It is truly remarkable that the forgiveness technique Jenny used was able to acknowledge, she was able to acknowledge what is really happened to her and was able to accomplish that all he could not do before. So all the stories, once you witness a tremendous transformation for forgiveness, by forgiveness can happen in one's life, and one can teach other as well. So this is the thing I wanted to mention to you, and really to believe in forgiveness process, practice forgiveness, be with that. Thank you so much. Thank you.